And greetings there, YouTubers. How are you all doing today? This is CD Mangaka, and today's gameplay is going to be some sabotage on the map Jungle, alright? And just to give you some context for this game real fast, generally speaking, my party likes to do sabotages quick and dirty. We get in there, we get the job done, and we pull out. That kind of describes my sex life. Actually, not really. What really describes that would probably be like the PlayStation Network crash, getting nothing whatsoever. Yes. We'll talk about the PlayStation and Sony crash just a little bit in this commentary, but in this gameplay, I actually had a contract, get 2 blackbirds, maybe 2 blackbirds, maybe 1 blackbird, I think it was 2 though, get 2 blackbirds, and I had some time, like very little amount of time to do it, and I said, hey guys, can we just drag this out as long as we can, let me get these blackbirds. They said sure, and my team dragged it out for me. Thank you team so much for doing this, thank you guys, I really appreciate it. That's a couple thousand COD points in my pocket, a little bit of experience. But anyways, today's topic, alright, is going to be the PlayStation Network crash. As I've kind of stated before, I haven't really talked about that much, and I might actually, do a dual comm with a few YouTubers out there about like this whole thing and like what do we expect to happen now that this is all said and done, as well as what we consider to do and other things like that. But my main focus is Call of Duty and the new patch that just came out, which I have not been able to participate in because of the network crash. But actually, Call of Duty has announced, well, Treyarch's released a patch, and it's being talked about actually. And one item on that particular patch that is really spiking my interest right now is the competitive playlist patch. Actually, what Treyarch has done is that they actually taken MLG rules, alright, and they created a playlist based on those MLG rules for pub matches. So basically, you don't have to go into to play other people and not just like your friends or whatnot in an MLG setting to play it with other people randomly in like a pub setting. You can actually go to this competitive playlist, alright? There's no kill streaks, there's no equipments, limited perks, and it's essentially just all the stuff that is kind of part of the MLG rules. Which is actually, I think is pretty cool. Because now, instead of having to really like go out of your way to really join in with like an MLG team, or you have to like formally approach people, you can just hit the playlist anytime you want and just go about and play it. Use it for warm-ups, use it for team practicing, stuff like that. And I'm really excited to use this playlist, and I want to get in on the action, folks. Alright, basically my plans though for this competitive playlist is to start using those for live commentary games. Now, competitive setting games, like pub rules versus competitive rules, I'll say, is a whole different breed of an animal altogether. There's no kill streaks to help you out, which is a either a selling point for some people or a total game breaker, I'll say, for others. But I'm actually looking I'm really looking forward to using this playlist and actually getting a couple live comms off it. And that's my main idea, is that play this playlist with a really stacked team, okay? I mean, with a stacked team, alright? I mean, we're talking like the Call of Duty, like the closest thing to Call of Duty gods that I will ever get to have on my team, okay? And this is not, the pub stopping thing is over, and actually I'm really excited about this place because it kind of, lets me, diversify a bit in my gameplay, as well as try and improve in some aspects of my game, gunplay, things along that line. But I also, what really is getting me kind of kicking up about this is that, I kind of feel like there's a way to really justify my pub stats, like I were to go into this playlist, and now there's a way for me to honestly say, like, hey, this, KD of mine is this high, and it is actually pretty high in a legit sense, like, instead of just saying, like, oh, you only got a 3 KD, because of, your opponent, you just, spawn trap, bad players and noobs all day, which is in part, yes, why I have a high KD like that. I'll be the first to admit my KD would not be as high as it was if I didn't play such bad players. But furthermore, if I have this competitive playlist and I play in it often, and I'm still able to maintain a high stat like that, that just feels like, to me, just like it's proof, like, hey, I can still play in a setting where it's not as easy to do well, I'll say, and it won't be as easy to do well in competitive playlists for a couple things. One, no blackbirds, no kill streaks, so there's no chopper gunners and attack dogs to inflate your kills. Alright, no blackbirds to help you out there either. And furthermore, you're going to be playing a lot more people who are skilled at game. My take on this is that 90% of the people who go into a competitive playlist are going to be in full parties who are looking for a challenge, alright? This is where some of the better people in Call of Duty are going to be, alright? Pub stompers will probably show up here occasionally, and random people will show up here occasionally, but those guys will generally quit, as they always generally do in normal pubs. Pretty straightforward, but for the most part, there's going to be probably a bit of a higher percentage of people who are seriously who are seriously, are competitive, I'll say, about this game, who aren't gonna, just, give up the game on the fly like that. They're gonna fight to the bitter end, and I'm hoping that that is the case, that there is more people like that. So if I ever want like a really competitive game, just like randomly, I can just say, hey, here we go, boom, there we go. And furthermore, just so I can also kind of really earn this win streak of mine, this 300 win streak, trying to get it back up. I figure if I have a couple competitive games in there and I win those, that kind of just adds a bit more like a justification to like a high win streak. Like a high win streak against like sabotage all day against randoms that are coming in and out. Probably not too special, even though it is a feat of organization, but not that big of a feat. Whereas though you throw in a couple competitive games where it's really, really tough to do well, it's a whole different ball game altogether. I think that just adds a little bit more of a legitimacy. I'll say legitimacy to the whole thing. All right, that's my take on it, and I'm looking forward to giving you guys some probably some tips on how to approach maps. All right, like the competitive gameplay, and I'll probably do one of two things with the competitive gameplay. I'll definitely do live comms using this competitive playlist. All right, live comms in a competitive setting like that has got to be a bomb. I mean, come on. And secondly, I'll also do some gameplay breakdown. All right, of the competitive gameplay. That way, if you guys are having trouble, trying to, get a competitive game, getting your competitive game on, I'll say, need a little help with that, I'll gladly provide that. So I'll definitely be getting involved with this competitive playlist. I'm looking way forward to abusing it and testing it and seeing how things go. But anyways, YouTubers, thank you for watching this commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. This is CDMangaka. Thank you for watching. If you like the video and you like the prospects I'm talking about here, throw it a like rating. You're new to the channel, you want to see more, hit the sub button. Yo, I hope to see y'all later. I gotta stop talking like a black man because I'm so white it's not even funny. Thank you all for watching. Catch you later.